like we ain't speaking again this Christmas. It's going on 7 years now, I haven't heard your voice. It's been a long time since I cared about what made me mad. Turning to anger's just easier than feeling sad. And I wanna spend this Christmas with my dad. Maybe this year wasn't the time anyway, since we're all keeping our distance, avoiding the plague. Sorry I wasn't there when you needed me most. We all shared that loss, but you were left all alone. I showed no compassion and the rage got the best of us both. Looks like we ain't speaking again this Christmas. It's going on 7 years now since I heard your voice. Been a long time that I even cared why I was mad. Turning to anger's just easier than feeling sad. And I wanna spend this Christmas with my dad. When you told me how you met your granddad, he was lying on his deathbed. They hadn't spoken for most of your life. Oh, how I wish the words you said would ring true. We'll never let this happen to me and you. Now look at where we're standing, both feet in those shoes. Looks like we ain't speaking again this Christmas. It's going on 7 years now, I haven't heard your voice. Been a long time since I cared about why I was mad. Turning to anger's just easier than feeling sad. And I wanna spend this Christmas with my dad.
The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everybody. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Welcome to this beautiful month of September and the 40th edition of the Community Pulse. We've got a great show lined up for you tonight, as always, and I need my glasses, as always. And, yeah, tonight we have Gary Hubbs is going to be featuring Hetriani. And as we all know, Mr. Hetriani has released a new album. It's Soaring Dawn, and it's doing really good on Bandcamp. And I can't wait to play a few of these songs and share them out. And yeah, it's going to be fantastic. That I want to thank, and I'm losing my voice. I think I'm catching a cold. The opening track was none other than Folk and Blueser, A Letter to My Dad. Let's try that. Every week, as most of you know, or many of you don't, I don't choose the opening track until I really feel something. And I like to make it, to have it meaningful, at least to me and the rest of the crew here on the Community Pulse. And as you all know, I lost my dad a couple years ago, and I heard this song a couple years ago. And it just, today, it was just crazy that while I was going through and catching up on any songs that I might have missed for shoutouts, this song just came up in the algorithm. So I guess it was speaking to me, so I had to play it. That's a fantastic song, Folk and Blueser. Love you, brother. And thank you for letting us play it here tonight. I want to shout out, as I always do, the notable streaming channels, the channels that have helped many of our channels grow. If it not had been for them, many of us would still be trying to find an avenue of which to play our music or have our music be heard. And I always start off with Metalhead Hippie. He's got a fantastic show. He's all heart. He does so much for this community, for many communities. He's got the 907 Global Music Co-op, runs every Friday at 4 p.m. He'll sit there for hours playing our music, and he doesn't ask for much, except you better go sub to some of the songs that he's playing, or else you're going to be cut off by Metalhead Hippie. Man, he gets passionate about that, and rightfully so. There's so many of us that want our music heard, and I think it's just right that if I want my song heard, and I think it's important for me to go out and listen to other people's song and support their channels. Well done, Metalhead Hippie. Pete Johns, back in his 83rd edition, January 2nd, was in 2021 was when I first entered this community. I'll never forget that day, because as I mentioned before, I thought it was just a joke, and that this guy would never play any of my songs, and sure enough he did. Caught me by surprise, sent me an email, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. at this time, he's got the YML show. And all you have to do is go to his channel, fill out a form that he's got, hit submit. It's that simple. If he can't play it this week, that coming week, he'll play it the following week, 100%. Then you have Thomas Christ with the You Rock show, runs every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Thomas, similar to Metalhead Hippie, will sit there for 5 hours if he has to, until he finishes playing all the music that he has lined up. And it's all our music amongst all of us in the community. He introduces a lot of new artists, which I pick from, as I do on Pete's channel. Every night, same deal. Go to Thomas's channel, fill out the form, and hit submit. And to all these channels, it's a good idea to let them know what region, what part of the world you're from, so they can try to play it accordingly, so you're awake. Then you have Jade Starr. She has a fantastic show. She doesn't stream music, but what she does is something really special. Live interviews. I still remember this day to this day on September. I still remember to this day, and I forgot the day. I think it was the 19th of September. She brought me onto her channel, and I was welcomed by all of you, many of you that are here tonight to watch that. And every Thursday, she interviews someone different. and a lot more organized than this channel, I can tell you. And it's a lot more intimate, the interview, and it's a lot of fun. Independent Many United every Friday at 8 p.m. Indy does so many things for so many people in these communities. She's managed to blend a bunch of communities single-handedly, bring a lot of artists along, and a lot of non-artists to listen to our music, which is something really special. And she now has a show where she streams, plays music. You can come up on panel and sing along, play along, do as you wish. She will post a link. Please stop by every Friday. You get about two and a half hours of music and 2.5 hours of talk. It flips every week, so please go to the channel, pay a visit, and you'll know exactly where she's at that week. Chad Freeman, Ham Sunday on Sunday, every Sunday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Chad has a channel where Mr. Hubs is backstage. Chad has a channel where he will play our music, and I got a message from who was it? It was a DM from Robbie Stingle saying that Chad had played my song last night, but I explained to Robbie by 10 o'clock I'm out, lights out. 15th Ben, the music, indie music roller coaster. 15th is, I guess he's off the plane right now. He's taken some time off. He'll be back in the middle of January. He's going to be missed. So we won't get too much into every Thursday. And that's it. So welcome everybody. DJ Big Red, Folk Punk. Hope you're feeling better, brother. Independent Many United, Snooks, Tremor, Joe and Barry Glenn, Lori's Mishmash, Cubic Lover, 1972. There's so many. Joey, Doorways into Music. JM Unleashed released a beautiful track yesterday. Yeah, so many of you here. I'll get caught up to the chat. I probably won't. So every week we have a featured channel along with this show that we pinned to the top. This week I thought I'd do something different. I wasn't being lazy. It's by design. This week our co-host, my good friend, my bandmate from Ninth Gate, Gary Hubs, our co-host. I decided to make his channel the featured channel this week. Gary has done a lot of good for me in my YouTube journey. A person that I go lean to, ask questions. He set up that whole album premiere with the Metalhead Hippie. He just does some wonderful things, not just for me, for so many other people. I put together a little montage for Gary, which is live right now on my channel, but it's not about going to my channel. It's about, to those of you who hadn't subscribed to Gary Hubs, his channel, you're missing out on a lot. I know many of you in here have, but I know there's going to be so many out there that are going to watch us on replay. And please do me a solid and go check out Gary Hubs. So let's just go ahead and play this little montage. Gary Hubs, folks.
when you look into my
Yeah, how good is that? Let's bring on Mr. Gary Hubbs. Then we'll
Hey.
remove this guy. We don't want him on yet. Yeah, let
How's
me
it going,
set
Frank?
this up. It's going well, brother. How are you?
I'm good, I think, until someone tells
Yeah,
me otherwise.
a lot of running around, eh?
Yeah. Just sat down and let's ride it and see how long it lasts.
That's
How are you
awesome.
doing?
I'm doing okay, man. I'm so pumped. I was actually between tired today, and I think I'm coming down with something, and actually nervous. Just trying to put things together. Right up until the end, it's like, oh no, I didn't even put up Hubbs's promo reel yet, and it was just. Yeah, you know when you want to get everything right, it seems like, oh no, and I forgot this. Oh no, and I forgot that.
Story of my life.
So, yeah, I'm glad the show started, and I'm glad to have you on. This is, I'm really excited, man. So,
Cool. Same.
we've got from the day we will. We're going to talk about Adriani, you in a bit, but from the day I met you and Adriani, the dynamic duo, I was calling you guys, and I still remember that chat, and it was like, man, these guys are actually talking to me. This is so fucking cool. I forgot exactly which chat it was. I think it was one of those after Metalhead Hippie. I think Cranges. They used to have a show. It was one of those
Okay. Yeah,
where, anyways, it was just we're having a blast, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember meeting you because you were. I think you were greeting yourself as like fellow Canadian or something like that, and
Yeah.
I remember something like that. I was like, oh, that's a good in, right? All right, you're one of us. Let's go.
That's awesome. Yeah, and that's when you mentioned, that's right, you said the head tranny's not too far from you. I think at the time you said Belleville or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you, brother. What do you got going? I know you got something going, you tease.
What?
You've got a few things going, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I've rounding out the
amazing.
year. I've got a video I'm trying to work on for the ceiling, so that I can have that fully out there. It's funny. It's audio's out there, but without a video, it's like it only partially exists, right? It's only half formed, it seems. So, got to get the visuals done for that, and that, and there's always a few collabs to catch up on, and a few apology emails to write on how long it's taken to get collabs done, and and then I got my thing Fridays that is a blessing, really. So that's what I got going on.
So you had the kid on this Friday too. Who's
I
that
did,
back
yeah. I
there?
was stuck in a bind. Yeah, I might have kids running through the shot here eventually, but I was
That's
stuck in a
okay.
pickle, caught
Yeah.
in a bind, and I figured, well, if the kid's cool with it, why doesn't he come on over? I mean, my wife was out late with the one kid, so it's not like I was being a bad parent. You know, I was just being equal parents. So there we go. You keep one out late, I'll keep the other one out late, and we'll all have fun. And the kid had a great time. He loved it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Perfect arrangement. Yeah, and congratulations on the show. I think you're at 60 or number
60
60.
have been 60 have been completed. Yeah, you can't take them away. Yeah, they're forever.
No, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. You've got the sound down perfect. And I just love what you do. The vocals, the guitar, the bass, it's always something different. And then the dynamic of the background, the where you are. I'm like, honestly, when you first started, I thought, man, this guy's going to get kicked out of that parking lot. And I don't know how
thought
you
so
do
too.
it. Hey?
I thought so too. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
think it was gonna last. No.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's turned into a thing. You know, it started off slow, and a little seed. You keep watering it, and then eventually you're like, oh, it sprouted something. This is cool. So I have a lot of fun doing it, and it ensures that I spend a few hours every week with music top of mind, right? And that was an improvement over where I was before. So the show is doing what the show is designed to do. Yeah,
Excellent.
for sure.
All right. So the what we have is you've chosen a few songs from Het, and is there anything else you want to touch on before we bring them on?
No, I think it's
All
ready
right.
to watch that guy sweat.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I was talking to him earlier, and he goes, "You know how much I love this."
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we do, Het.
spa day.
So I put together a little intro with some real cool things you had to say about your man, your brother, your music partner. Yeah, so I'm just going to hit play and then we'll bring them on. Sound good?
Awesome. Sounds great to
Do
me.
it.
Yeah.
That's Satriani, folks, and let's bring on the featured artist, Hetriani. Throw him in the middle here. You can't hide now. Oh, let me unmute our guest. That'd be the nice thing to. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
We're good.
Better when you can't hear me talk, I'm sure.
Hetriani, brother, welcome.
How's everybody doing?
Hey,
The
Het.
chat is lit, and Shauna, how you doing, Shauna?
Hi, Shauna.
My wife. Happy birthday, baby.
Yes, happy
Yes.
birthday.
Birthday.
So, I'm gonna let you guys take it from here. I feel like a kid in the candy store. I'm right next to the dynamic duo. Fucking love you guys, man. Love everything you've done for the past 4 years now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been about 4 years. Yep.
Yeah.
What was our first
Man.
collab was Into the Pit, right?
Into the Pit and Black Rain were for the first Mom
First
show.
two. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
I did a stealth collab before that where I took one of your tracks and slammed the bass on it. And,
Made
yeah.
it better. Yes, I remember.
Well, changed it anyway. So, yeah. But yeah, no, it's been it's been almost 4 years of working together as well, right? Like 4 years since we met.
Absolutely.
But, it's getting a little noisy where I'm at. Apologies here.
That's
all
all good.
Busy place. Yeah. You know, I was, and what do we figure we were at for the number of times we worked together? It was some crazy number.
I could look back in the chat, but man, that's going to be a long way up.
Yeah.
Ah,
I think we worked together about 30 odd times or something like that, which is
at least 30, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it was higher than 30.
And that might be me and you both appearing on a third person's idea or something like that. You know, it's not just music on your channel or on mine, but
Right.
places
But we've worked
turned up
together
at the
on
same
others.
time. And yeah. So it's man, that's quite the legacy in a way, right? Like
It is.
there's no one else I've worked with more, you know. So
Nope.
that's pretty.
You're
cool.
my bro. That's the way I want it, man.
And that's the
pretty
one
good
thing I
times.
respect about both of you guys. Whenever I talk to Hubs, it's like, that's my bro. I talk to you, and that's my bro. I love it. I love it.
When
Oh
it-
yeah,
when I-
much love and respect for Gary for sure.
both ways, man, for sure. I remember meeting in Hippie's room, and just blown away by how fully formed your fucking thrash metal songs were, and how well put together they were, and I mean, it was kind of obvious that we kind of hit it off, right? So
Yep,
you know, similar interests. So and
for
in a
sure. I can
community-
remember hearing. Go ahead.
I was going to say, in a community where there's not, in a community where we're not in competition with each other, you know.
Right.
Yeah, in a community where everyone is supportive of each other, it was kind of natural we were going to hit it off. So
Exactly.
we did, and then we started making the music, and the rest is history, as they say. So
That's right.
congrats on the album, and I guess you've had
Thank
a
you.
little bit of time to exhale, and the media hype has kind of cooled a little bit. And how does it feel now?
Yes. Feels like it's time to start a new one.
Yeah, you're not going to tour it.
Maybe with some singing. What's that?
Yeah, so you're not going to tour the album. Yeah,
I wish. That'd be fun.
Yeah, for sure. Another project is something that you can see yourself kind of starting up in the new year once all the craziness is past us and all that stuff.
Yeah, once the holidays are over and everybody's kind of back to the grind. Again, I don't know if I can talk about it.
Oh,
But-
that's right.
Ah, come on, man. This isn't a show about secrets. All out. Let's go.
Well, I guess you go for it, Matt. You say what's going on.
Well, Gary and I
If
are
you tour, you
working
gotta
on.
drummer. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Gary and I are working on an EP right now together, and it's just going to be kick your head in metal stuff, and I'm really hoping everybody likes it because it's looking pretty good so far.
Oh man.
for sure.
That's awesome. When are you guys planning on releasing that? What is any scheduled date or target?
I don't have a scheduled date for anything ever.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, me neither. It's more like when it's ready to be on the front burner, it'll be on the front burner, and then when it's done, it's done. And I think we both found ourselves in a situation where I think we're ready to kind of put that to the front burner. And I think Soaring Dawn was probably one of the things that had to fall into place. Yeah.
Emery 2029. I guess you know Het.
And we're going to name it Apophis. Yeah.
Yes. I'm getting paged by my ballerina daughter who's about to go into her classroom, and I'm gonna have to make an appearance and watch some of the ballet. So I'm gonna have to turn my camera off and run. I'm so sorry, guys. This is my life. This is the insanity I live in. But
totally understand, bro.
Yes. But yeah, no, we're ready to move forward on this project. And what I wanted to say about it was that all the times that we work together, it's been Het has appeared on my song, or I've appeared on Het's song, and we've never started the process from the ground up together, right? So instead of trading off ideas that are formed, we want to kind of do the organic thing and put them together. So it should be a different sound, and it'll be a blend of our styles, and it's not going to be a radical departure, I wouldn't think, but it should be a new wrinkle that might be different than what we've heard before. So
that's right.
It's
going to be a lot of fun for sure.
Even more of a tease right there, but no, that's fantastic. You made my year. Great way to end the year, to know that there's something coming up, and no, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Cool.
So what I'm gonna do some shout outs, and I want to start off with the Community Pulse 40th edition playlist is now live, so anybody who wants to go check it out, please feel free. There's many that I won't be able to shout out during the show, because there are so many artists and so many tracks. I think we've got, like, just shout outs alone this week, I don't know, 120, which is about average. So I'm going to start off with Kathy Short, Do You Testify? Paula Benson, Cowboy and Bert Schult, Peace Like a River. Mary, our friend from Italy, she did a video for Taylor Swift cover titled Lover. Bo-Star, Take These Chains From My Heart. Frank Mel has got an amazing Zweiter Advent, Second Advent 2024. Marcus Canal, there's been a lot of Christmas tracks, and we're going to touch on that in a bit. Marcus Canal and Auntie G, In Time for a Jingle Bell. David Cartret, Mad Santa. John Lemon and Lemonade, a great Canadian composer, artist, poet, with Michael A. Levine. Another great track. Sticks for Guns, Winter Grips, Small Town Girl and Bob Clements. Leni Perez and Weltenkinder, World's Respect. A great track, Leni, if you're still here. Deed 1951. Gary Schaefer and the Picking Pilots. Hey Mr. Madman, great track. Linda Jean featuring Darbase. Well done, Linda, I see you in there. Drew the Genius, Vice City remix. Mazzaro Music continues. Ernst Vingerhoitz and Ricochet. And I'll stop right there for now, and then we can continue. So, yeah, Hetriani, the album, brother. This is, I an excellent, really nice words that Gary put together for the intro there. And
Well,
I
he's
know
put some
he's,
great stuff together for the whole album. He had
yeah, I
a
know.
breakdown of every song, and wow, I was just floored.
Yeah, what do you plan to do with that? I'm just curious. That's got to be out there somewhere, bro.
Well, I've sent it to people too. What I thought about doing was like, it's hard for me to figure this stuff out because I'm not all that bright, right? So I asked, I'm just being honest. So like when I get these things, like I share them, but I feel like my reach is very limited. I still use Facebook and I still, try and do things with that. And, people read it, but I don't think that they're really reading all of it. And I can't shove it down their throats, right? So I don't know how to get it to more people and have people that want to read it, if that makes any sense. I'm up for options. If anybody's got ideas as to how I can get that out to more people with everything, it would be great.
Well, number one, I think each one should go in the description, especially what he wrote about the collab.
Well, yes, once I start uploading them, yeah. No,
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I had that. But I mean, like, otherwise, I mean, the whole thing is well written. It's just, like, as a unit.
Come up with a big poster, and I swear I'll buy one. A big poster with the album cover in the middle, and along the side, the titles of each track and the little blurbs that Gary wrote about it. Hey, Gary, you're the artist. How's that sound?
Sure, sounds good.
I'll buy one of them.
Yeah, I'll try Helvetica. Sounds nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Font. Yeah, a little sans serif going on there. Yeah.
That's my favorite font. I can't believe you just said that.
There you go. It's
Wow.
It's classic. Yeah. It was. I knew I was gonna. How do I put it? It occurred to me shortly after the album dropped. I was like, I can do this as a nice gesture. I can write something out. Where's the T? There you go. Yeah, like I don't know what I can do to be kind. I was like, I can write. I can listen to the album. I can write. What I wanted to do is I wanted to really spend time with the album. Really, right? So that forced me to spend a lot of time with the album, and I did. It was great, and I was happy to write it for you. I was happy you liked it.
I love it. I appreciated it more than I don't even think I could tell you how much. I tried, but I couldn't put into words how much it meant to me. So it's awesome.
It was fun. I was happy to do it. I enjoy writing, and it exercises the brain, right? And it's easier than lyrics. Yeah. So
everything is easier than lyrics.
Everything's easier than lyrics, especially when you're in that narrow metal field, right?
Yeah.
Love? No, can't do it. Boy meets girl? No, can't do it. Pissed off? Got it. Okay, you can do that.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, we both. It's too bad for a team that works together so much that neither of us is like, I got the lyrics, man. I got this. I can do this.
Yeah, shit.
I can get there. It just takes me far too long. But yeah, you do better. You do better than you give yourself credit for lyrics, and you do better than Trey gives you credit for with lyrics. So don't worry about that guy. Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah,
it's comforting.
Yeah, you do all right. It's a funny thing, right? Like, man, I wish I could write like Kurt Cobain and just like do stream of consciousness stuff, but I think that's the same way with me. It's like it has to make some sort of sense, It can't just be words, right? So, yeah. Hey, Pete, good to see you.
Hey, Pete. I'm not nearly intelligent enough to string words around and make them all make sense and flow, and even if they don't rhyme, it's meh. Nobody wants to hear me babble over heavy guitars for 3 minutes.
That's not true.
No, it's true. Believe me. I can tell
Well,
you.
but you have a sense for the melody that will work and the phonetic syllabic rhythm that will fit the riff. You know, whether or not you're completely happy with the word choice that you put in there. If you were to
Right.
listen, if you were to be someone who listened from not like someone who does not know English, you would listen to it and you'd be like, it fits together phonically well. The same way that if I
Right.
listen to Brazilian metal, I don't know Portuguese, but I would know whether they crafted it well. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yep.
um,
That's very true.
yeah, you know, like it's all your stuff's in the right places. You do better than you think you do. Yeah. Yeah.
And I always say I wish I could write lyrics like Hubs, so here we are.
It's harder every time, man. It feels like metal is such a small field that it's acceptable to write it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, I remember hearing an interview with Serge from System of a Down where the band, he really wanted to write a song about silk pajamas, and the band's like, okay, bro, you know, we've let you do as much as you've done, and you've gone as far. That's just a bridge too far, man. We can't have a mosh pit about silk pajamas, right? Like, so every song you write, you're like, I can't repeat myself, right? So it's
Right.
you know, you do find yourself painted in a little corner. So good thinking, dude.
Yeah.
Good on your album. You're like, okay, well, I'm not going to pitch myself in metal, and I'm not going to do lyrics. So there you go. So why make it hard, right?
Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. Wondering how the ballet's going on.
Bonfire.
I'm truant right now.
So you guys want to get into the first song that we chose?
Yeah,
have you-
Gary can go make an appearance for the ballet thing. I don't want to miss out on that.
Maybe I should.
Yeah.
Wanna-
Back in a bit.
Yeah, what you can do is tell us a little bit about this track, and we'll play it, Gary. And just so you know, then I'm going to run off some shout-outs, so you have time, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Het. Tell us a little bit about this song that we're about to play, Soaring Dawn.
So, Soaring Dawn. Okay. This one is 15th Bend wrote the backing track. He wrote a little piece and sent it to me, and I pretty much instantly had a melody for it. So I slapped that on and I sent it back to him, and he just built it all out from just that one melody idea, and then sent it back to me, and I just kind of went with the flow of the song and wrote the rest of it. It was done in like 2 days, the whole thing, mixed, mastered, written. It actually flowed really fast.
And it's the title of the album.
Yes, it is.
And I love it. It's a fantastic song. Let's play it, and we'll see you all in a bit. Soaring Dawn. We're gonna post some links for Hetriani's album. If you got it, please go over and support. Buy yourself an album. A little later on in the show, I'm gonna be giving away a BANDCAMP album, and we'll take it from there. Soaring Dawn.
Soaring
Damn. How good is that? Let me.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's just fantastic. We're going to touch on that song in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead with some of the shoutouts. JDL, I was approached by Hugh Caldwell, and we're going to work something out to get JDL on the show sometime in, I think, February. We're already booking into February, so it's pretty cool. JDL's going to be on the show. He released a track with his new band called the Multinationals. Wesley Media Hub. He's got a great little show podcast, Music Zone. A lot of the popular Streamline artists lets us know what's going on, what concerts are coming up around the world. So it's pretty cool. Abe the Band, beautiful little riffs. This guy's just a brilliant guitarist. And seeing as we have Hetriani and Hubs up here, I thought I'd better shout out Abe the Band. Scary Garcia. I can't tell you enough about this artist. Between these two artists, Dynamite Throw and Scary Garcia, these are two new artists. Please, anybody out there that hasn't gone over to check out these channels, please go do so now. You'll see them a lot on Thomas Christ's show, and it's amazing music production. So Scary has a track called Correction, and Dynamite Throw had a track called CD Things, both of which are just brilliant. So we also have Tobias H. Reach's Spider's Serenade #1, The Manifesto, Pendar's son Tyler, Perhaps, Cake Cover. Just fantastic stuff. D-Lin, The Happy Song, Kareen Cover, My Immortal, Vintage Tone, another brilliant guitarist. Forest of the Wolf is pumping out some fantastic tracks. Michael, aka Zealand, Lady Campion, and Old Man Music, a fantastic track titled Eternity. Badass Brutus Guitar, Take Two drum covers, Laurie's Mishmash, and Jason Lemansky. We've got both links there that we're posting. They did the Josh Groban cover of Believe. That's funny. Shauna was listening to it in the Uber on the way out on Saturday night. It's just a lovely track. Very well done, both of you, and the cellist. I didn't take down her name, but she's just fantastic. No Lake, Todd Pattison, Amy Wallace, who we had here a couple weeks ago, Live to Fly channel. That's the way that the world goes around. John Prine cover. John Schur, Brian Drums, who was in the chat earlier. Just some fantastic music all around this week, and looks like everybody's gearing up for the Christmas holidays. So yeah, Hetriani, bro, you did it. You got your album out. It's fantastic. The work you put into it, I know how much work you put into it. How's it feel, man?
Feels good to be done.
Yeah,
I was sick to death of hearing them, but it's nice that people have been telling me what they felt or what they thought, good or bad, and to me, if somebody can enjoy any of it, that's all I cared about. Like, I just wanted people to listen to it and think, I really enjoy this song as a song. When it's just you always kind of think it's not that good. It just came from my brain, so it can't be, it's not Joe Satriani, or it's not Steve Vai, or it's not Metallica, or it's not, it's just me. And I'm slowly trying to get past that mindset, because I feel it's so incredibly negative it will actually drown you. So the people that have been sending me messages and talking to me about the album, I really appreciate every one of you doing that. It's meant the world to me.
Yeah, we were folk punk, myself and DJ. I think we started shouting it out in February. I think, no, that's a little much. Maybe it was somewhere in, well, it had to be
March.
June, right? Because we kept saying July, coming soon. And it was, July came, coming soon in August, coming soon in September. I love it.
See, what the problem was is I said to myself, the deadline, I wanted it out before my birthday. So my birthday was the 27th of November. So to me, I had tons of time, right? Which is a horrible thing to say something like that. So my original goal was to have it out at the beginning of September. But yeah, that never happened. So it actually came out at the beginning of November. So I still beat my birthday thing, but sure dragged on for a long time.
You did. Well, that's why I said earlier, when do you plan on releasing that mini EP with hubs? You better give yourself a date, because if you say, like Emery put in the chat, 2029, it's going to be 2030.
Well, would it still be in 2029? I'd just, right at the very, it'd be like December 31st or something.
You hear that? Shauna said you're going to be the background music at her
Christmas
that's awesome.
Dinner.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think Shauna became my fan once I joined Ninth Gate. Finally, you got some metal happening.
Yes, everybody needs a little metal. Oh, we lost him. Oh, there's Lori. I said,
was that an accident, or did Hub summon you?
Voice up in the private chat, but I was looking at the other tab because I'm like, why do I still hear them? I'm hitting mute, but what's up? I'm gonna get rid of the snout and get some little femininity going on in here. We love the album hat, but I know a lot of people out there want to hear some personal questions. I'm like, yeah.
Nobody wants to hear personal stuff.
Well, I mean, gosh, you had the album launch party at Hippie.
Yep.
And you're here tonight, which is great to talk about the album, which is awesome, by the way. Congratulations. I bought it.
Thank you.
That was one of the second ones. I think Frank beat me, but I want to know your background. We've known each other for a long time, but a lot of people may not know your background, like in music. Were you in bands?
Yes.
Musical background? I'm just going to take
that's all right.
She's jumped in and took over the show, folks.
Until the ballet's
Do I need to introduce her?
Hi, everybody. Who gave her the freaking link?
Yeah, ouch. This is going to hurt me first. I'm telling you.
No.
The great question. I'm glad you jumped on now, because I was just going to ask.
Well, you let me in.
Well,
well, I see you there. I'm not going to leave you out in the cold.
I was at a different tab. I'm like, I didn't even know I was on the show. All right, go ahead. Background.
Okay. Background, right. Well, I've been in lots of bands. I was in a country band.
Ooh.
I was. Well, no, I didn't play banjo then. And I didn't last long in the country band because every country song I wanted to put these long, fast guitar solos in, and they didn't much care for that. So
yeah. No
But
shredding.
no, shredding doesn't work very well when you're supposed to be crying in your beer. But I did.
Truck.
Most of my bands were just bands that I was either part of making. I don't think I ever joined. Well, I tried to join one band, and they did a lot of the top 20 kind of stuff. And I asked them if they knew any Pantera, and they laughed at me. So that was the only audition I've ever been in where I was laughed out of it.
Sad.
So I left with my head down because, who doesn't know Pantera? Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was in a band for a long time with Kinger's Music, and
we always forget
him
that.
and him and I have been close buds for a long time, and that was a great band up until we started trying to record, and the drummer that we had he wanted to be the show off in the studio, which is not the time you want to be a show off because that costs money. And Kinger was the rhythm guy. That the drummer was all over the place, and we thought we were going to have to redo the whole thing, and the guy who owned the studio was recording us. He says, no, the rhythm track is perfectly in tempo. It's not in time. It's perfect. So somehow Rob was able to have his internal metronome going and tune out the drummer's mistakes and stay on the whole way through like a 5-minute song and not go off once. So
good for you, Rob.
Yeah, Kinger's a machine. He doesn't get nearly the credit I think he needs.
Those instruments, he's awesome. Those instruments definitely have to lock together, right? And you can't have a show-off drummer. You have to use dynamics. I know this because my son's a drummer. You got to have some dynamics and not just go crazy. But yeah, studio time's expensive, so.
That's right. Like when the red light comes on, it's not the time to try new things. You do what you practiced and shut up. That's what you do.
Paradiddle, diddle, diddle, diddle. I just learned. Oh, that's cool. Okay. And then so you guys broke up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then I didn't really start another band after that. I joined a band for a little bit, but they never really did anything ever. We just had a rehearsal space that was really cool. So we would play and then that's where I found out about YouTube, was because they would post our practices on YouTube. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I got into a bad car accident, and that was the beginning of that decade of not playing anything. So
horrible. Yeah, you were down and out for a while. And is that when you started taking up lessons, or were you always teaching as well as playing at the same time?
I always taught, yeah. I've been teaching since before I probably should have been. And I taught at the Ontario Conservatory of Music for probably 3 years.
Nice.
And then my paycheck started to bounce, so it was time for me to bounce. So yeah, that was the end of the formal teaching anyway. I still taught on the side by myself.
And you still do today, right?
Yep. Awesome. I still teach privately. Like when I moved down here, I had originally found in Belleville, there's a store called Arden's Music, and they have a music school there. And I taught there for 5 years. And then, it just, after COVID, the students never came back. So it's an hour commute for me to get there. And I would have, like one student for the day, and that's a half hour. So I drive an hour, teach for half an hour, and then drive an hour. It was just not worth it. Yeah. So
that's tough. Yeah, a lot of us went through. A lot of the music programs went through a hard time at COVID, and I remember my son. Even he was doing like districts auditions. They had to do it on camera from their house, rather than with the ensemble and all that. Yeah, and send it in, and you had to do it in one take. They would know if you cut it. Like, don't cut it. Do it in one take. Yeah, that's tough.
Keep you honest.
Yeah, exactly. You guys got any questions for Hetriani that I could put him on the spot?
Oh, no.
Are there any questions? I'm keeping an eye on the chat. I do want to do one thing, and I'm going to write down this number here.
Oh,
it's not my phone number, is it?
Yeah,
Hetriani's number. In the chat, I'm going to keep an eye out, and Lori, if you can help me, and DJ, I know you're out there, and so pick a number between 1 and 100, and it's going to be for an album that I'm going to be donating, and then DJ Big Red wants to also donate an album from BANDCAMP. So anybody who has a BANDCAMP account, pick a number between 1 and 100, and the closest to the number, I'll turn the page as soon as...
We got 22, 17, 69.
You can only enter one number. I'm watching.
Okay. Are you looking, or you want me to read them out?
No. Yeah, you can read them out.
57, 65, 69, 39.625. Rich. 9, 13, 92, 49, bro, 57, 45, 1, 52, 45, 17. When's Hetriani's birthday in November? I bet it's that number. 29, 37, 66, 31.
4, 3, 2,
what?
1. All right. So the number is 51, and it's a tie between, I know Snooks and Freedom Bird picked 57, but Freedom Bird picked 57 first, and the other one was Hugh Caldwell and D. Lynn picked 45. So according to my math, You're both off by 6. So what we're gonna do
That
is
kind of contest is.
well, they're tied, is what I'm saying.
I know
aren't
you
they?
cut everybody off. Awesome. All right. I
We
like
need to
it.
cut everybody off. I give them all enough time. DJ.
You won the whole
Pig.
show.
Oh, my apologies. Lars has 52. So
She didn't go over.
the winner of this first giveaway is Lars Guitars.
Lair.
Yeah,
Hey, Lars.
that's crazy because Hetriani was co-host for Lars.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? How that
Spoke about
worked.
the number.
So Larry,
Good luck next.
we'll be in touch and we'll work that out for sure. That's fantastic.
Congrats, Lair.
So did I miss any questions while I was
I see a
blabbing
question by
on?
Dynamite Throw. I don't know if you read that already. How long have you been playing guitar and all your other instruments, like the triangle?
Oh, the triangle.
Triangle.
Well, I got up just for Hippie's house band. So
Just that.
that was it. Guitar, I think, well, I got my first guitar when I was like 16. And I couldn't get different sounds out of it. I didn't realize you had to put your fingers on the neck. So I ended up wrecking that one because I was annoyed. And then it was another year before I got another guitar. So I'd say 17 was when I was really started, and I'm 49 now. So someone can do that math. That's roughly how long I've been playing.
Frank's
Minus like 8 years for my car accident because I didn't touch a guitar at all during that stuff. So
Yeah, hard. That must have been hard on you. What made you pick up the guitar again the first time? Just the whole YouTube thing? When the band was posted on YouTube, or
well,
you're more of a lurker
no.
when you started playing, right? In like hippies,
Pardon me?
and all that? You're more of a lurker before you really started, like in metalhead hippies.
Yeah.
then?
Yeah, I didn't want to put any of my music out there. I didn't think it was all that great, to be honest with you. But yeah, like I picked it back up after because it was my whole life before the car accidents, and when I could actually start to walk again and move again, I could sit in a chair and play my guitar and get my strength back to where I could stand and hold it without being in pain and stuff like that. So if you look at my older videos, you can tell like I'm still rather big. Like I'm not a big guy, but I got to just over, I think it was like 306 pounds because I couldn't move at
Don't
all.
imagine it. Yeah, I remember you telling me
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and my own mother didn't recognize me. She just said hi to me and walked past. She didn't even know it was me.
It was a rough
So
time.
I mean yeah. And then so if you look at some of my older videos on YouTube, you can see I'm still very big, and as the weight's coming back down, right? So yeah, it's crazy. But
Well, you're
yeah,
great now.
well, thank you.
I know what it's like to put on
Right.
weight with back pain. Believe me.
Me
I've packed
too.
it on as well. Yeah, that's your stomach. No. Oh man, how many people have back pain? We're all going through it. And poor Hugh is having his hand problems, and he loves playing guitar, and he's had to take a break too because of his hands and what he has going
Yeah,
on.
that's horrible.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
brutal. Hugh, speaking of Hugh, he wants to know how
doing?
many guitars you have, Het.
1, 2,
Get a
3,
look.
5. That's not true. 4 and a bass. And a
Not bad.
banjo.
Not bad. Uh-oh,
Hey, I know that guy.
I'm in trouble.
She just
See?
she
Hey,
just took
Larry.
over the show.
I was just
Gary.
taking over while you're gone. I wanted to give you the longest time you could with that. I was going to say little bro, but little girl.
You are the best, Larry. Thank you for saving my ass again.
Oh,
Yes.
stop.
It's a weekly thing, yes. Right on.
You probably didn't. Did you know you had to go in and watch her?
You know what? Since the day I told Frank that I would be on here, I was thrown an appointment with a specialist that we've been waiting months for. Kids
Yep.
are fine. Don't worry. It's just it's a formality. And then I was also handed a slip of paper saying, "Oh, this week's ballet is parents come in and watch." And I was like, "Oh man,
Oh, damn.
I didn't want my kid to turn and go, well, why is my dad not here?" Right? So
Oh,
yeah,
you're a good dad, and it was good timing.
Metalhead hippie.
Hippie, boom.
Boom.
Bro.
Sorry, sorry, Frank.
I can back off. I'll let you take over the show again. You bros. Hang. I had to add a little bit of the let's get some personal questions in there and put head on the spot. But
I love it. I love it.
Congrats
I love
on
it.
the album. It's a great one.
Well, let's talk
Thanks,
about
Chris.
the next song that we have on cue. We got Ride of Pestilence, and I know
Yes.
this is both of you guys at your best, and according to Metalhead Hippie and many I've spoken to and myself, it's my favorite on the. I'd love to say the one I participated in was, but this truly is my favorite. This is amazing. Tell us about it, both of you.
Well, do you want to talk first, or do you want me to talk first and then you talk first?
Me? It's not my song. I just played
Yeah,
this.
well, you're part of it though, man.
Yeah.
You're a huge part of this. You made it so much better. Like, there was so much gap and space that you filled in and made epic. Like, oh my God. Like, I wanted to write a song that was not typical. And way back when I wrote a song that was a dance challenge where it had like a dance beat. So I wanted to see if I could write something newer that still had that kind of like really energetic beat to it, make it metal, and give it, every time it would get to a point in the song where you think it might take off, I'd do the exact opposite of what I would have done and see if I could make it interesting to listen to and continue to listen to that way. I guess that's the best way to describe that.
You did great. Yeah, I thought you did great. Yeah, no, it's funny. It is the only metal. It's the only thing metal on the album, you know. But it's there. I mean, I've played it before on the show, and it's like you can't tell me it's not metal when you're thrashing around out there. It's got all the aggression, all the attitude, right? For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely fitting for Hubs and Hetriani. So, Ride of Pestilence. Let's give it a spin. Sorry, I think I forgot to hit pause. I forgot to hit pause on the last spin. So here we go. This time I won't forget to hit pause. Wow. That horse, how did you do that with that guitar?
Well,
Man.
it's like the third fret harmonic on the G string, and then it's all whammy bar stuff after that. You got to get it. I still think I could have done it better, but you got to get it to come down and then up in the right way so that it sounds like the horse, right? Like it goes from lower to high, but it's a quick transition, and then they get this whinny thing. So I don't know. You just play with it until you sound somewhat like a horse.
You sounded like a horse.
Yay.
That's just brilliant, man.
Just another example of the stuff that Ed can do that just blows my mind, and I'm sure it blows other people's minds too.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Thanks, bro.
I mean, yeah, I guess, the horsemen and all that stuff. Bro's like, okay, I gotta throw a horse in there. It's just only
Yeah, so that track was your contribution to the Four Horsemen with Hubs on bass.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that the Four Horsemen was Michael Lanthier, 15th Bend, Development of a Void, myself, and Gary.
Right. It's fantastic.
We all got a different horseman that we had to emulate, and then there's one more coming, and it's a collaboration with all four of us playing on the same song. I think, yeah, and Hubs is playing bass on that one too, I believe. I don't know if I was supposed to say that or not.
I think
What's
it's
that?
out there. I think it's out there. Yeah, no, yeah. It's out there.
So yeah, there's still that coming.
That's amazing. All right, I'm going to just jump in and do some shout-outs here. Melanie Choli, Paul, Guitar Hack, 11 Drums, Robbie Stingle working like the Eager Beaver band. I think he has about 5 or 6 releases this week. A great channel. Take a Short Break, Obsidian Snow, Sean Aaron. Great to see Sean again. Lemmy White, another brilliant guitarist. Dwight the Hitman Bailey, Tony McGreal, Boomster Black, Danny Auger, Seco 7, Samantha Lee's Original, Emery Island. These are all fantastic artists that have released tracks this week. Please take the time and go visit some of these artists. JM Unleashed put out a really cool track. Adam Holtz, East Virginia studio, Mr. Rock released one yesterday. Another great Canadian, The Skeptics, with Ian Luckett and Tremor Bear. Sean Aaron again. David Joshua, Stephen Ewert, Cubic Lover 1972, and again every Sunday night Prince Prodigal, my buddy, finishes off the end of the week, because these songs are picked from Monday to Sunday night. And please go check out Prince Prodigal's Grave to the Grind. So great track. And once again, a special happy birthday to my wife, my partner, Shauna McCaffrey, and Pendar, another Saji, as is our good friend here, Hetriani. We have quite a few Sajis in here. And happy birthday, Pendar. Upcoming, we have on December 11th, we have Linda Jean's new single titled Father's Day. Next week on the Community Pulse, we have Joe and Barry Glenn as the featured artists. It's going to be a fantastic show, and it's going to be co-hosted by Folk Punk and Viv Sparrow. It's going to be a fun show. So that's next week. And I did mention last week that if anybody has, and maybe there was some misunderstanding, or it could have been me, Christmas originals. Nothing too wild and crazy, just some good old fashioned Christmas songs. Anything original, if you can send me. Seeing as I did receive quite a few cover tracks, that's okay too. It gave me another idea. So send me those as well. I'm gonna work on a show because I've left December 23rd open. I'll figure out something and make it a lot of fun. And that's it. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna let you guys continue.
Very cool. Right on. Man, I still can't believe I'm sitting here right now. I feel like I gotta be forgetting something, right? Jeez, or where are my kids over here?
Accent Nacho.
So you were in an intensive program for several months, and you found that making music was something you just didn't have the luxury of time to do.
That's right.
How deep was the frustration at times? Like, when did you feel that you were never going to get back?
Yeah. Do you mean in terms like recently with the album? Or are you
No,
talking
like
about
when you were in class and you were in the thick of it, and you were getting, just when you think that you've cleared off your desk, boom, a whole another chapter gets thrown on it, and
Yes.
you thought you were going to get back into music for a long time, and if you felt something, big part of you was missing, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, when music is almost like your life, you condition yourself to need to play whatever instrument you play, right?
Yeah.
And I can tell, like, sometimes life just gets so busy and you're doing so much other stuff that you don't pick up your instrument, or you don't sing, or you don't have time for any of the stuff that is a massive part of you. And you can tell, like, you start to feel like there's a physical reaction to it. I swear to God, like I can tell that I haven't played guitar even when I'm not thinking of it. And like I say, the only way I can think of it is that I've conditioned myself to need to play it, and that fear of not being able to play, or not getting any time to play and stuff, that's real, and it adds so much stress to a person. And I'm glad that I'm through all that crap now, and I have a little more time that I can dedicate to playing and practicing and just sitting down. And I still love to put a song on and just play along to AC/DC just for fun. But I mean, I couldn't even do that for a long time there, so it was a year.
I know it was killing you during that time. I mean, we would chat and talk as we do, and I could tell that it was eating you up. And if you had unfinished business with other people, or you felt horrible that anyone had to wait for you to get back to them on your part or whatever. But I think for the most part, people are understanding, and especially if it's we have to always remind ourselves about real life and this YouTube life, right? Like sometimes you just got to check your priorities and make sure that you're putting your energy in the right spot, right? So I think a lot of people were happy for you and willing to wait, right? So
yeah,
that must have felt pretty good.
It did, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
The people could understand that, I'm not trying to put people off or take long on purpose because I'm some kind of diva, but life got my way, and I don't forget these people, and I'm not putting it, I'm not trying to make anybody else's life difficult. I can't possibly do it at this point, so please forgive me. And some people went on without me, which, like, they would apologize, and I'm like, you don't have to apologize for that. Like, I'm not locking you into, oh, you need to use something that I've written or whatever. Like, I'm honored that people ask me to be part of anything ever. So I mean, if I'm holding it up and you want to keep going, don't ever feel like you need to apologize to me. Like, if I'm holding it up, I'm sorry. Like, you do what you've got to do, what's best for you and your music. that kind of thing. But yeah, most people are very understanding, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there was a while when we first started working together, and the mom shows on Hippie's channel. Like there was shows where I was like, fucking hats on every song, man. Like, and where do you find the time, right? And I know that you're not only are you a great player, and that's why people want to work with you, but I know that you also you're really proud. You take a lot of pride in your work, but I also, but like me, you find it hard to say no as well, right? You don't want to say no to anyone. You know, you wanna be part of it, and you're honored when you're asked, right? So it's so tough to
It is.
in. Yeah.
Well, there was definitely no music being written back then for either of us, because when mom shows were like happening once a month, and you know, I know both of us were always, well, what are you working on, Gary? Well, I got this, and this to do. Where you go, you? I got this, and this to do. You know, none of our own stuff was ever being done. You know, because we're trying to make sure that everybody gets top quality stuff from us for what was going on for the mom show. So, you know, it was, I love Jeff, and I love that we did that, but it got almost to a point where it was too much. It was taxing any time I had for me to do anything to write for myself. So, you know, when it kind of slowed down a little bit, that was actually kind of nice. No disrespect, but it was nice to slow down a bit. Yeah.
No, I can hear that for sure. Yeah, it was pretty crazy there for a while. It's like, I don't even know how, especially yourself. I don't even know how the guy gets anything else done. I've got a kid bugging me really bad. He's really wanting to ask me a question. Let me just humor him for a second.
Bugging me really bad.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do some shout-outs here.
Alrighty.
I want to not forget some of the mentions, like Lori's Mishmash every Friday night. The Friday Night Hang, 12 a.m. Eastern Time. We got Gary Hubbs, our co-host here, every Friday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. Pacific Time, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. The House Wrecker, episode number 61. The Nut House, Neil's Hahn Dynasty, sorry. JM Unleashed, who unleashed a brilliant track yesterday. Re-Creepy, Rich New Designs. Let's not forget Dom Torregrossa and Chris Lane. A couple more fantastic channels and amazing supporters of these communities. Camp G-May, Mr. Smith. We've got Charlie Gabaldon, Valerie Bott, Axon Nacho, who's got a show at 11 o'clock, or is it at 10 o'clock tonight? Help me out there. But they're after this. And don't forget, Vince Chanella is on at 9 o'clock tonight. We have the Falcro, the Mix Club, Nura's Guitar Channel, Pompeii Music, Rise of Dark Leela. She has a Christmas special this Wednesday. I think it's 4/20. And then Michael Songs live every other Wednesday and Sundays. Yeah, we've got a bunch of karaoke streaming channels. I'm going to finish off with these shoutouts. We got Miss High and Pendar, who had a fantastic show this past weekend. Jeff and I both were there. We had a lot of fun. Jovel de Pustis, Punk Media Karaoke, Leah Ramos, Mr. B's Music Addiction, Deb's Wood Burning, CC Karaoke, and yeah, please go visit these channels. Like Jeff mentioned, and he was ranting, and I'm glad he did on Friday. We have to support one another. If you don't want your own channel to grow, then don't support anybody. And but if you're out there to get your music heard, You know, when people are coming over to listen to your music, take a few minutes and go listen to theirs. Go check out some of these streaming channels like Dom and Valerie and Chris. It's really important. Rhett, the Falcro, and just offer up some support. Even if you stop in for 5 minutes, please stop by, and you'll be amazed. It's some great shows. Pace Girl 42, great to see you. And thank you all for coming tonight, and I appreciate you all. And I'm done with the shoutouts, so I missed a few. I'm starting to lose my voice.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'll leave it with you guys.
Right on. Cool.
Let's get it on. So, what do we have next? We have... You like that, right? You see how I was pretending I didn't know what was coming up next?
You're waiting for someone to fill the void, and nobody did, so there you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Let
me see. Oh, it's a song that Feeling All Right. It's a song that I helped out a little bit on, and I'll let you talk about it there.
Well, I mean, I can't, have an album come out without Frank Terzo on it somewhere. So him and I were discussing, he said he had a riff idea. And I said, cool, send it to me. I didn't expect him to go to the studio, record it with his guy, and have drums and everything all sent to me the next day. But here we are. So he sends it to me, and it's complete. And it was the most rockin' AC/DC vibe kind of song I had heard in a long time, and it was just so much fun to, like, I played along with it probably 20 times before I ever even tried recording something, just because it was so fun. And then it flowed right out of me. So, and then Steve mixed it all for us and mastered it and everything. It was such a cool song, and I was so happy that I could get you on there with us, Frank.
You know what? Like I said, I was nervous when you said, I need you on the track, and I'm thinking, all right, what can my style of music offer you? So then I bought that guitar tuner, and I brought out the Yamaha and the bass, and I thought, yeah, I can do something. I know he loves AC/DC. It's pretty straightforward, and yeah, so... Yeah, I was honored, bro. When you told me I'm gonna be on your album, it's like you said I had to be on the album. I thought, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Yeah.
Yes, and it was, and it turned out amazing. So I'm really happy with this song.
All right, let's give it a spin. This one's called "Feeling All Right." that was a lot of fun. I hope I hit pause. Yeah, we're good.
That's a killer track.
That's a jam. I love that. That backing track is fire. Loved every piece of it. In that part where you slow it down there, that was brilliant.
Yeah, that was a last minute thing in the studio. Yeah,
It worked
pretty
well.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
It was a lot of fun. I got to be on a Hetriani album, you know? Yeah, it was actually really exciting.
That was a fun track. I mean, so authentic, right? Like, just nailed the AC/DC vibe, the blues rock. It was so good, Frank. That was awesome. I loved listening to that song.
Thank you.
Frankie nailed it.
Oh, sure.
So, DJ Big Red is, before we go into Laurie's favorite segment called Pianists and Composers, the DJ Big Red would like to give away an album. Is there anything in particular you want to do, DJ? I know you're in the chat there. Let's see what he wants to do. Are you sure you're okay? Jesus, man, this guy, you couldn't put it in the chat. He's texting me. You're gonna make... Oh, okay. So DJ threw in a number, and again, 1 to 100. So pick a number, and we'll give away Hetriani BANDCAMP. If you have a BANDCAMP page, or you plan to set up a BANDCAMP page, let's do it. So 1 to 100, pick a number.
And the first two out are both 77.
Yeah, that's just amazing, eh?
Yeah.
If somebody hits it on the head, we'll stop it and we'll let it go for a few minutes.
That's too funny.
We're gonna go for a few more seconds. And we're gonna 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, D Lynn is our winner with 51, unless I missed something again. Metalhead Hippie had 52, and the number here is, oh, I guess you can't see it, 49. So, D Lynn, you win. See that? You like that? D Lynn, you win. See? Songwriter, right?
Get that on a shirt. There we go.
All right. So let's move on with the show. Yay, D Lynn. That's right. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'll send you an. Actually, I owe you an email, anyways. Which I just remembered now. Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. So this is our favorite segment of this show. This is where we support all the pianists and composers in our community. I think it's really important. When this show first started, believe it or not, this is the first group of individuals that I wanted to support. I don't think they get enough love in this community, and yet they're in so many different streams and chats and stuff. So I put together a little, look at Gary King Keep. I just feel like we're a bunch of kids in the playground when this part comes out.
Pretty much.
So the pianists and composers in our community do a fantastic job, and we've witnessed some fantastic, brilliant talents here. And this Music is going to be the backing track of this little promo is Chris Durham music. So let's give it a spin. It's something new I finished today. And please go offer up some support to these artists. All right. Thank you all. Really, please go offer up some support, and yeah, and it is our favorite segment. Man, I just can't keep up to the chat. Gary, behave. Hetriani, behave. Okay, we
I
have to
did.
represent.
I didn't say anything this week.
Said nothing with words. So. Yeah.
So, yeah. We move ahead. Do you have anything you want to cover there, Gary?
Well, I did send you an email, just for fun, Frank. Just in case there was time for a bonus track or something like that. But there's
Just now?
Yeah, just the last half an hour or so. You know, there's always something up my sleeves, not just dirty arms, but yeah, it's just for fun. But yeah, what else have we not covered here today? Man, I've hosted a show 60 times and I have co-hosted once, and it shows, right? I don't have a list of questions for you yet. You know, what are we doing here?
It's all right. We can chat away. Let me just see what this is.
What are we even doing here, man? Jeez. A couple metalheads. This is why the bomb show went slow, because us metalheads couldn't get our stuff together. That's what.
That's right.
Yeah.
We drove Hippie nuts.
Yes, we did. Yeah,
What the hell is this?
absolutely. Managed to get some good material out of those deadlines. So, and I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, he kept us going for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. I could have called.
Metal.
I could have called my EP the Mom Show. You know,
You
Outtakes
could
from
have.
Mom. Yeah, because that's pretty
Yeah.
much what it was. Yeah, Metal Goose.
Taste of Mom.
Yeah. Taste of Mom. Whoops. Maybe
Wow. I got to
uh,
figure out how to share this, man.
Oh, okay.
This is really cool. But
Oh, wow.
I
Is there a
don't want
way-
to screw anything up here.
Is
So
there,
I'm going to
I
go
think-
here and I'm going to hit share. You folks are in for something here. So am I. Look at me. I'm actually nervous. Share screen. Share screen. Share screen. Share. Then what?
oh, there we go.
Why don't you tell me what's going on here?
Well, this is something that has been a long time waiting for its day, and this was something that the idea was pretty quick to come around, and a couple of guys wanted to do something nice for you, Frank, and surprise you with something. And it took us a while to present it to you, but we are ready to do that. And yeah.
So this is Ninth Gate version of New World.
That's
Yes, it
what
is.
Yeah.
All right.
And the person who's deserves the most credit for putting it together is not on the screen right now, but in the chat. So Mr. Smith was the one who took this project under his wing, and I could probably safely speak for Het on this one that I was floored when I heard the results.
Yes.
I heard the input, and I heard the parts, and when I heard the sum of the parts, I was just blown away. So,
Yep.
and I hope you will be too, Frank.
Okay, I'm hitting play, man.
Smith, I see you out there.
Is Smith out here? Yeah, there, he's. I just saw the eyes. All right, let's do this. How do I blow this up?
Long year, so long, so long. It's been a while since I touched your face. Been a long year. Somebody save me, and I'll save somebody. This is a world's war against you and me. Find peace, be one. Stop, I'm dying. Stop, I'm dying. Somebody save me, and I'll save somebody. This is a new world. be as one. Somebody save me, and I'll save somebody. This is a world's war against you and me. Somebody save me, and I'll save somebody. This is a new world. It's just you and me. Somebody save me, and I'll save somebody. This is a world's war against you and me. Against you and me. Somebody save me. Stand tall, and I'll save somebody. Stay strong. This is a new world. Sing of love. It's just you and me. Sing of love. Somebody save me. Lessons learned, and I'll save somebody. Move on. This is a world's war. Be as one against you and me. Be as one. Somebody save me. Stand tall, and I'll save somebody. Stay strong. This is a new world. Sing of love. It's just you and me. Sing of love.
Oh my God. Let me exit this. Holy shit, fucks.
Wow.
Where am
I
I?
hope you liked it.
Holy man. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start, man. That is the drive in that. I can't wait to hear it again. Okay, the show's over. Oh, I gotta turn this down. No wonder it's. Yeah. That's freaking fantastic. When did you guys do that?
Jesus.
A lot.
This
Yeah,
is
that was
from-
like back when you were putting the stems out, wasn't it, guys?
Yeah, I sent them to both Hubs and Smith.
Yeah, I think they both had stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta say, thanks to Mr. Smith for his
Yep.
blessing, for allowing it to come out in this format, and of everyone involved. Like I said before, he deserves a lot of the credit for. He deserves all the credit for the production. So for him to give us the blessing to gift it to you, from the three of us to you tonight here in this forum. Thanks, Smith.
Yes.
Yeah, it seemed like a unique opportunity, and sorry to put you on the spot like that. With, a room full of people, but sing of love, brother. Sing of love.
That's just freaking amazing. I've gotta listen to it out there like cranked. I mean, it sounds like it was written for Ninth Gate. Does that make
Absolutely.
sense? It's like what you guys just did with it.
I think
It's incredible. The production, and then I can hear the vocals, that drive you got in the, like every part. I'm gonna dissect the shit out of this thing.
there's a lot of stuff going on. There's that when it breaks down and it's just you singing. You couldn't see me on the screen. I was like gonna hold my lighter up like it's the sing along part of the song. I mean, I had tingles, goosebumps when I first heard the mix come back, and
Yep.
it was like I said. You hear the parts, then to hear the sum of the parts. It's yeah. The man behind the magic is not here to to enlighten us further in his the way that he put it together. But man, the vision that Smith had. I don't think you didn't do any backup vocals, did you? I didn't do that. No. So that was all.
No, and like it was even like parts were moved and changed
Yes.
around, but the essence was exactly the same. And I actually prefer it the way it is now to how I had originally done even the solos and stuff. Like when the slide guitar came in and all that, he had moved that all around so that it flowed better. And yeah, it was just like, even for the people that played on it, we were like, when we got it back, it was like, holy crap. It was just wow.
Well, we gave him raw materials, right? We gave Mr. Smith raw materials, and it was
Yep.
like you have our blessing to form them in any way, shape, or form that you see fit. And yeah, stunning work. I mean, I love it, and I'm glad we got to share it. So
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus, so am I. Like, I just don't know how. Yeah, I like I said, I gotta really listen to this, but it sounds like you used the initial. He used the initial part, and how that turned into metal is I don't know. Like, I just
there's a part in the video where you're strumming the guitar, because that's the only video I had of you, was you strumming the guitar. And you're
Yeah.
sorry, Frank, your guitar's gone. We yanked the cable out. You're not plugged in anymore. Like, that's head. But I mean, it doesn't start that way, right? Like it builds and swells the way I don't know, almost like a rock ballad might, right? But
Yeah.
by the end of it, that's Het's guitar layers, distorted guitars in here, and wow, it's just what a transformation.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
That was
answer Hippie's question on that, I think it's 39 different takes on it, but I can't wait to hear this one. There's some notes there. I use the vocals and guitar as they are, right? Just some tricks. Sonics. Fucking fantastic, man. Like I said, I gotta go out there and listen. Anybody who run the rest of the show. Sorry, gotta go. All right, that's absolutely fantastic. All right, let's get back on track. So the one we have on cue right now is Legendary, and this is Legendary.
All right.
It's what do you got to say on this one, Het?
I don't even remember anymore.
Wow.
It's been played and played. I don't even remember what my mindset was when I did it anymore, to be honest with you. I wanted to. It was for something for Hippie. I know it was. It had to be. It was being rushed for something, because I remember really pushing at one point to get it done in time. So I just don't remember what it was for. It was a mom show or something. I don't know. Maybe it was before the mom show, but I can't remember why.
All right. Let's. It seems like every time, like that was the 9th gate. How we started. We got to hurry up and get this thing done for the New Year's Eve show. and Hub's
Actually, that
still
might
there.
have been what Legendary was for, was New Year's Eve. Now that you say that, the big metal show at the end of the year.
Brilliant. Let's give it a spin. Let's bring us back on. Legendary indeed.
Song's a banger.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Thanks, guys.
That we've talked about origin stories and stuff, and when Het and I first met, and Hardball was the song that I came out with in December of 2020, and that's the song that had his ears perked up, and he's like, "Who's this guy? Like, this is this is a metal brother here on the show." And when we came time to pick songs for today, I wanted to do the flip side of it and say Legendary was the song that Het had at the time, and I just thought that not only did the song just have such drive, and it was so fully formed, as I use the term again, but I thought the brass balls that it takes to to sing the "I'm Legendary," you know, like I don't even think Het intended that, but it's like, man, the cojones to declare that, right? And we can't. There's nothing we can do because we did it. We, you know, like we're the ones who put him on the pedestal, and I love that. It's so metal. It's so much attitude and power, and just such a great song. Absolutely.
Well, thanks, bro.
Oh, my pleasure, man. Love that track.
Yeah, and we got to get a taste of all three, right? The writing, the singing, and the playing. It's, you know, that's just fantastic, brother.
You got it
Thanks,
going
bro.
on, man. You got it
Yeah.
all going on.
Yeah.
For sure.
Lots more to do. That's for sure.
We'll get you Santa will bring you a thesaurus, and you'll be all set, man. There you go.
I will be set with that.
Yeah.
Songwriter's best friend.
Oh, for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No shame in that at all. No.
No.
No. Yeah,
What it's there for.
we're gonna rip it up in 2025, Pat.
That's right, we are.
We're gonna melt some faces off. So
Yep.
it's gonna be a lot.
Back to full swing this year.
I don't know about
2024 was a wash.
I don't know about you, but I know that there was a certain, like, it was really cool at the beginning to be like, wow, I can do all this by myself. And then you realize that there is power in collaborating with other people and
Absolutely.
bringing in a different perspective and counterpoint to what you're doing. And I really appreciated all the opportunities we've had to work together. I know I've grown a lot from it.
As have I. I've been very fortunate to find you, and not only just to work with you, but to become as close of friends as we've become. I just, you know, I don't have words. It's just, I am so fortunate that I did get the chance to meet you in Hippie's stream, and yeah, it's been awesome ever since. So
So Hippie gets a finder's fee.
I think so.
yeah, I would say
100%. Flying to Alaska.
There we
There's
go.
your next song. There's your next
That's right.
hit
got to go there for Hippie stock.
for Hippie.
All right.
Hippie's birthday song, Flying to Alaska. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, on cue we have it is approaching 9:30, and don't forget, y'all, we got Vince Janella that started about 28 minutes ago, and then at 11 o'clock we got Axon Nacho, and this next song we have on cue is 100% one of my favorites, and it's titled Broken. I'll let you take it from there, bro.
Oh, here I'm drawing a blank again. Why did I even write Broken? I can't even remember. Oh, well. It just was what it was. It was, that's the song that I had the dream about. Right. And I messaged Gary the very morning I got up, and I'm like, dude, I had a dream, like we were jamming on stage, and I can remember the riff still. So I recorded it on my DAW, and then I sent him like a little snippet of it. And he's like, what did you compared it to a band. I can't remember what band it was.
Oh.
But it was,
Okay.
but yeah, anyway, you were into it. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of hammered it out, and then for a while, Set Up by Marshall was working with us on that too.
Yeah,
And then he had to back out. So
That's right.
we picked up the GJ, and yeah, we just polished her off that way. But it was a lot of fun working with Gary again, and his ideas and the way he brings so much power to a song is just crazy. And then that was the second time I think we worked with the GJ, or I did anyway, because I think the Midnight Train was the first one, right?
yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
right.
and then yeah. So yeah, and he brought a lot to it too, and it was just working with those two was friggin' amazing.
The GJ really, the GJ handled the production into the drum programming, and he really found the sweet spot for that riff, the way that riffs and drum beats have to have the perfect fit and finish in metal, right? They have. I mean, they don't have to, but you notice it when they do have the perfect fit and finish, right? So,
right.
I think he nailed it, and I love the story that you dreamt the song, and the crowd loved it, even, I mean, none of that would have meant shit if you hadn't remembered the riff, right? So,
right,
you actually remembered the damn riff. So, when I first heard it, it reminded me of Kill 'Em All era Metallica, but. Yeah. I remember at one point saying that there's a riff in there that reminds me of something Slash might write, and I've
was it, Slash.
Yeah, and I've never ever. Yeah. That's not something I've ever said when I've listened to anything he played. So it was kind of whether he was an influence, consciously or subconsciously. I don't know.
maybe subconsciously, because I wouldn't recognize. I don't mind Slash. He was never that big of a thing in what I listen to.
Yeah. That's a part that just reminds me of Slash so much off of Appetite for Destruction or something. But
actually, that's a good point. That's really cool. All right, let's give it a spin.
All righty.
Broken. Damn. All right, let's get us back up here. Fucking brilliant. I love that track.
Thanks, man.
That doesn't fire
It
you up.
was fun.
What was that, Hubs?
I said, if that doesn't fire you up, you gotta check your pulse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, and now I can't stop thinking about this upcoming EP you guys are working on. It's just, yeah, I'm gonna be shouting it out on this show every week. And coming up soon, we'll start off with soon.
Yeah. Soon. Yeah.
One thing that we did want to do is we wanted to have the EP finished before the first thing hits. You know what I mean? Like we're not showing you one song at a time as we write them. We want to have a body of work and present it much like Het did the album, right?
Yeah.
So that's the way we want to approach it. And we were going to do it in secrecy, but we also knew we had 2 hours to fill here tonight. So you got to bring something. You got to bring gifts for the whole class, right? And,
That's right.
yeah.
Don't let us go home empty-handed. Well, I'm going home full-handed. What you, Hetriani and Smith did, I'm telling you, I had goosebumps. I didn't want to touch anything. I wasn't sure if I should hit play here or what you guys did with New World. I seriously, I can't wait to go out in the shed and just crank it.
I'm just glad you like it, man.
Yeah,
That's the main thing.
Oh, Jesus.
One of us will have to send you. One of us will have to send you a link, so you don't have to listen to it on YouTube there. And as far as it being on YouTube there, I just kind of wanted to have a vehicle to present it with to you tonight. It's not like we didn't just release it now. We previewed it for you, and I don't know. I'm not going to flip the switch and make it public yet because I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. Right?
Okay. That's
maybe,
cool. As long as I got a copy, I don't care.
Well, now, I mean, you know, it's funny because it's Ninth Gate, but it's not because we did it behind your back, right? We were doing this around the same time that the Beatles were playing around with that John Lennon piano thing, right? And it was kind of like, I was like, Frank's still with us. We can't ask him. But there was a similarity there, right? It's like, okay, here's a piece of audio, and without consulting or getting anything further from the person who created that audio, we're going to build something with it. And yeah, happy you got to hear it today.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. Thank you. Hetriani, your album is fantastic. I wish you all the best, success and all of that. And I really think Shauna hit it best. I said poster. Hubs, if you can design, I know you're the artist here, if you can design that into a shirt with all your sayings in it and with the Hetriani logo, wouldn't that be cool?
You know,
I dig it.
the album art is so strong. You know what I mean? Graphically, like, it's really cool. You could center that and then have, like, you know, columns of text around it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's got color. It's got good shape. Yeah, it's good.
Very cool.
That would be so cool.
We'll figure something out. Not in time for the holidays, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just.
I got no time for anything right now.
No, me neither. I think that I've given up. I can't ask for anything more time-wise in December. I just gotta have my wife my own keys and just say, okay, I'm yours now. From here until the presents are open, I'm yours. I hope she's not watching.
Put it on the back of the album tour shirt.
There you go.
There you
There
go.
you go. Yep,
Very cool. That's a great idea.
that is. I love it.
Cool.
Well, let's say what we need to say and kill this show so everybody can go join Vince Janella, followed by Axe and Nacho. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Smith. Much respect, brother.
There you go. Nice one, Smith.
Yeah, and I'll give you guys a full rundown when I dissect the shit out of it, meaning listen to it 100 times. Once again, Hubs, thank you so much, man, for doing this. I appreciate you. You jumped all over this, and it could only be you to do something like this for Hetriani, right? And bro, Hetriani, thanks for everything that you've done for me on a personal basis. Your music is inspiring. You're just a brilliant guitarist. I know Shauna is a huge fan of Hetriani's guitar work and Ninth Gate. So I appreciate everything, brother. And
Always,
yeah.
bro. Thank you, both you guys. You guys are like family to me, and I couldn't think of anybody I'd like up here more with me than you two guys. It's just, you guys mean the world to me, so thank you again.
You guys rock. Thanks for having me on, Fran.
All right. Hubs, everybody, thank you all for coming out tonight. Lori's Mishmash, Independent Many United, for all the links that you've been posting relentlessly. Snooks, thank you very much. Queen Survivor. Of course, DJ Big Red, for all that you do in the background here for the show. And Folk Punk wasn't feeling so well with his little back issue, and wish him all the best. Metalhead Hippie, thanks so much for everything you do. And don't forget, everybody, Metalhead Hippie has a Christmas show coming up. I'll get in more detail next week. Anybody that has any Christmas original tracks, nothing too metal. I've received a couple real metal ones that maybe aren't going to make it on the list. But we've already got quite a few. So anything original, even covers is okay. I'm going to have a separate show and playlist and stuff like that. We'll get into detail next week. But whatever you have, please send them my way. And rock on, everybody. We're going to close the show back with Liz Aday's family. And we'll see you all next week. Don't forget, we have Joe and Barry Glenn with Viv Sparrow and Folk Punk as co-hosts. It should be a great show. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that one as well. And good night, brothers.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
We are, we are, we are, we are. We are, we are, we are, we are.
Okay.
We are, we are, we are, we are. We are, we are, we are, we are. Sister, brother, father, mother, we are one and the same. We are friends, chosen hearts, shared a force of nature. We are family, family, forever like a diamond, special treasure. We shine. Family, family, family. Are we not part of one another? Our love is gold. Family. We are, we are, we are, we are.